hello, hello. We got another matchup here today. This one's probably very one-sided, but you know what? These guys have been fairly long-time runners, and they're also just coming back to running this category again. And some of them, and I think one of them is even coming back after like a couple of years, so... Well, it'll be interesting. We might not get to see them showcase the new one cycle strats from like a couple of years ago, but if maybe we'll see, they'll possibly ended up picking it up and learning it for their run today. So I believe, oh, this is a really big delay. I'm gonna need to fix this. Where's the page that lets me... Oh, here we go. Okay, that looks like 16... Yeah, I'll just say 16 seconds delay for null. Yeah, this is like area 1 where it's like probably some people's least favorite area because it kind of feels like purgatory. So this is just kind of like the tutorial level in the game. And you know, we just get our grasp on the vacuum, but this is but this is like New Game Plus, so we've already beaten the game, and we get a faster vacuum as our reward. And this version, it's kind of like an easier, I would say, an easier version of the mansion, but in the English or PAL version, PAL version is like a completely different layout. I mean, they just kind of flipped. It's kind of like playing Mario Kart in mirror mode, but this is, but like mirror mode for Luigi's Mansion. And the ghosts are different and harder. They do more damage. Yeah. It's just a very challenging version of this game, but this is the category that we play on mostly as like the competitive category to play. So I'll tell you about the runners a little bit. Radio has like a 57:32 from quite a while back. This was way before we even learned about how to one cycle King Boo or Chauncey. So like I mentioned, we'll see if he ended up picking up those strats for this run. And for Noel, he got a 1 hour he has a 1 hour time. 1 hour and 2 seconds. And so coming up, when we get to the Area 1 boss fight, if they do decide to go for the one cycle, it'll give one of them a very big advantage and lead. Because doing the one cycle will give you like a close to a 30-second time save over the other player. Yeah, I have not seen much from these runners since it's been a while for them. Yeah, there's really not much to say about Area 1. They're going to be fairly close until we get to the boss here. So let's see if the first thing is like, I think I think we'll see Radio going for the cutscene skip here. So he stands at a very particular spot, and Null is doing the same thing. He rocks the rocking horse to spawn Chauncey, and we're outside of its range for the hitbox to play a cutscene. Oh, come on, Null, you could still make the shot. Very good. That was actually really good. A very good backup there. But yeah, once you're outside of its range for Chauncey to spawn, he cannot play a cutscene of. And we just get to shoot the ball right away. So when cycling this boss, we're gonna position ourselves to catch this ball coming up. And once we shoot it, we're going to try to do as much damage as we can, and then we're going to time our R-pump to the frame that we did not quite get. Chauncey has like a 2-frame window where he breaks off on us. Is Null going to go for it? Oh, he almost gets it too, actually. Alright, so neither of them are going to have a 30-second advantage. But dang, that's actually really cool that they both went for it. I think in Null's case, the problem with what happened with him was his R pump was too slow, and Radio just shot the ball too fast and missed. Oh man, I think Null's gonna pull ahead here. All right, he gets the boss first. All right. Yeah, in Radio's case, okay, I wanted to lower his down just by a little bit. Oops. I was doing this audio test earlier, and I couldn't really hear his volume. So anyway, in the case in Radio's case, if he was to do the second cycle ball shot, he should just take the hit from the third set of rocking horses, so he gets the invincibility frames. And then he can use those invincibility frames to catch the ball. It basically works the same way as like the traditional 2-cycle worked. You just want to stand underneath Chauncey as he throws out the ball. But this is just the beginning, it's not over yet. We'll see how RNG plays for the runners here. Gets the double there. A lot of these rooms, when we encounter those grabbers, we're going to be intentionally getting grabbed because it helps us to knock them off and set up for a double there. Oh, that was a very interesting key grab there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So it seems like the vacuum on Radio's side auto-targeted the key at a weird angle. So I haven't seen that one before. So Radio's doing the 6-piece, and Null is doing the traditional doubles. This is Oh, he gets that radio. Nice. Alright, he saved, I think, one or... Oh, he's saving time, actually. So yeah, no, radio is back ahead now. Unfortunately, neither of them is getting... Neither of them is getting the early release. I was just about to say, like... Null could have easily gotten his lead back if it was for early release, but nope, neither runner gets it. So we're kind of just back to being how far apart they are since Area 1. Alright, so both runners are going to be taking this poster through the wall, because the hitbox for the vacuum can just go straight through. A very different double setup for Noel here. He chooses to go on the right side of it. Whatever works for him. But yeah, since we get to pull that poster off, we can just go straight and hit the button. 10:32? I didn't see. I think it was like a 10:28 or something, or 27. So yeah, these runners are basically like 4 or 5 seconds apart. And then we've just unleashed all the boos in the mansion. There's 50 boos, but we only need to get 40. 40 is the number required to beat the game. And as we're hunting these boos, we want to just try and, you know, pay attention to the radar because it's our indicator for helping us track these boos. And, there's a 50-50 chance that the boo you find can be the real one or a decoy. And statistically, it's also likely that usually the boo hides underneath the tablecloth, but in Radio's case, he gets lucky and he's going to be saving a few seconds here. Unfortunately, Noel will not. So yeah, Radio's extending his lead. So whenever Radio gets the tablecloth, it skips a text box from EGAD. Alright, this room is very, tricky to read the boo radar, because as you enter the wardrobe room, based on Luigi's, I guess, direction as he enters the room, sometimes the boo and the decoy can both hide in the wardrobe and that shoe rack or whatever at the side of the doors. But yeah, the thing about RNG with this game is that it can go like a lot of different ways. You can get very good or very bad RNG. And you know, in Radio's case, it just extended his lead by quite a bit. Oh, I think he's in the painting. That is a very bizarre spot for him to hide in. I mean, it's not very likely he hides there. He usually hides in the chairs. So after we get all 5 boos, we're going to hit the washroom. The washroom is kind of locked, but only because Toad is in there and he just says it's occupied. But once we go in there, it's like he's crying because he accidentally dropped the key in the toilet. Okay, I'm going to just raise this volume just a little bit. It sounds a little quiet to me. So here's the giant mirror. These grabbers are invisible, so the gimmick is that we have to use the mirror to kind of see where they are. But we kind of already know where they are, so we just have to position ourselves and then get intentionally grabbed here. We're going to knock it out, knock it away, get the double. If you knock it at the right angle, he should get knocked back towards the other ghost. And if we're lucky, the boo will be, spawned in that little, in that chest drawer thing. Some of the worst spots that he can be in is like the painting on the right wall or the candle piece on the left side. And so, oh, Null accidentally radio not hitting the door. But yeah, Null's gonna try and grab, oh, well, he tried. He wanted to try and grab the boo before getting the fire so he can save and quit with the fire medallion. Unfortunately, because of how the vacuum works, anytime Luigi target is like Luigi's vacuum can tether to a pearl or an object instead of the boo that you're trying to catch. And it's kind of the same thing that happens with flashing the flashlight. Luigi just kind of will just do these freakishly fast turnarounds when his flashlight targets a ghost, and he turns around really quickly. Alright, Radio is going to try and get this hat cutscene skip. Oh, not quite. The hat was just a little too far away. Playing it safe. He wants to get this hole activated for the mouse hole so he can go through it with the boo. Because that will save time skipping a cutscene. Okay, boos are swapping places. It is something you can kind of predict. Oh, Null almost gets it as well, but not quite. But yeah, you can kind of predict when a boo is going to swap. Alright, so yeah. Radio is actually playing it smart there because the bats were positioned way too close and could potentially hit you and ruin your like quad or triple ghost catch. Which is exactly what happened to me earlier today. So yeah, you're better off playing it safe, just, you know, setting them on fire again. Oh, that is a weird positioning, but I think Null is going to be able to get this quad. Oh, not quite, no. He'll get a triple, though. Alright, so that wasn't the worst thing to happen. Alright. So now we're in the... Not the, what is it called? Conservatory or something? Anyway, it's like the music room, and this is Melody. She will play a couple of songs based on the water theme from Mario Brothers or the Super Mario Brothers 3 theme. I don't remember who or how many frames, how much slower. I don't remember which song is slower than the other, but I just know it's maybe like a couple frames. Getting in some nice boo drags. That'll be coming handy later on if Radio decides to go for the basement breaker boo. Alright, so Null could be doing the water theme. Yep. And if Null is able to get good RNG in this room, the boo should be hiding in that. Aw, he wasn't. But that's not too bad. The worst he can hide in is those, like, the trumpet or the cello or violin or whatever. Or I'm sorry, not the harp. The harp or the trumpet on the very left side. Because of how wide these rooms are. Boos and the decoy even just being like opposite ends of each other. It's likely you'll just get very bad luck. You'll just be spending a lot of time trying to find the boo. And the worst part is that when they switch, they could just switch to one side, or they could just switch to the other side. Alright, so Radio just got intentionally grabbed by the dog Spooky. And that was to help spawn the skeleton ghost faster. I think his name is like Mr. Bones or something. And we got the ideal double setup right there for Radio. Those bones can like can just like decide to move either towards the gravestone or to the right of it, and that does mean you have to like flash the light at a awkward angle, and it can work. Like the range that you can tether the vacuum to is really far, but it really depends on if you get both of them. If you flash both of them and your tether is, or your angle is correct, then it should work. We'll see what happens on Null's screen. Radio's going to be going for the one cycle here. It's a fairly easy one cycle. Uh-oh. But unfortunately Null is going to be waiting a bit. He still gets the double at least. But yeah, going for that double when the ghosts are separated like that, it does work, but you just need to get the right angle and the right position to stun lock them both and get the tether. So I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm presuming that neither runner has lost a boo yet. Alright. Come on, Noel, Bogmire's got this very strong pull, so he'll be pulling you around. As long as you maintain control and do damage, the one cycle should be fairly fast. Oh, that's right, Noel lost mirror boot. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Well, that's not a huge deal, since he can always go back after getting all of Mario's items. I completely forgot about that, but yeah, he'll go back during Area 3 when he gets all of Mario's items and talks with the fortune teller. So when we go into Area 3, I consider this area to be like the cursed area, because there's just a lot of things that can go wrong. Just kind of things you the least expect to go wrong. For example, it's like you do the tea room, and the tea room boo just goes into Nana's room because the vacuum targeted the tablecloth, and you can't do damage to a boo even when it's at 0 HP. It's just the most bizarre things that happen like that. Speaking from experience, but I'm not trying to jinx anybody here. Alright, so we just got that key, which is a acts like a shortcut to go back into Area 2 later. We got that from Biff's room. So it's technically an optional ghost that we don't have to catch. So I think Radio is in Tea Room. He's going to be setting up for a tech skip here, which he can do. He got very good RNG right there. Oh, and the and the fast suck up on that cloth. He gets the cutscene skip. So far, a very good Area 3 starting out for Radio. Alright, walking through the hallway, you'll notice he's pulling out the ice here. That does manipulate the ghosts to spawn in a way that it doesn't scare Luigi. And that hallway typically spawns a lot of ghosts that we would rather not have to deal with. Oh, it looks like Null tried to pull the tablecloth, but managed to pull it all the way instead of halfway. Alright, what's gonna happen here with the balls? Alright, it's a very good ball shots. Played it a little bit safe, but you know. It could go very wrong in this room. Thankfully the boo was hiding on that side, so he didn't have to search very far. Unfortunately, Null is having the hardest time searching. Oh, but the boo, no, has got away. Okay, yep, this is what I'm talking about with Area 3 being a cursed area. Okay, he went back into Nana, so maybe he can get back after getting the moonshot. Alright, so we have about 3 waves of ghosts in this room, and you want to try and manipulate these ghosts to get grouped up together. This one, we can choose to shoot the grabber with fire. Another way you could do it is by catching the grabber first and then getting the double with the Shy Guys. Uh-oh, this boo is double cackling a lot. Okay. When I say double cackling, I'm talking about the boo is getting hit stunned more than once. And we're trying to manage our pumps. Because we have a limited number of hit stuns that we can do on a boo. And when we exceed 15, the boo will run away. And also during that time, as the boo is running away, you aren't doing as much damage per frame, or like, you know, one hit point per frame. You're probably doing like one every couple 3 frames or something like that. But yeah, we want to try to manage our pumps when cycling the ghosts. Oh, that was a very different double setup there. It seems like null goes for the setup towards the middle of the room, kind of. Or maybe that was just a backup setup that he was doing. But yeah, he's going for the traditional double Shy Guy here. Does he get lucky though? Oh, he gets very lucky. But oh, can he get it? He might be okay. Okay, he got it. Oh. That would have been very bad. So when the boo's in that hallway, I mean, there's like 2 different... Well, actually, I think there's like maybe 3 or 4 locations he can run off to. Technically, he can go back into the Astral Hall, or the Astral Room. But chances are he'll likely end up in either Nana's room or the anterior room in Area 1, which means you do have to backtrack to Area 1 to get that boo. Or in this case, I guess, if the boo managed to escape from Astral and went into Antier, you'd be better off just resetting your game after getting the glove in the projector room. So yeah, I believe Radio did go back and get Nana's boo, so we are not missing any boos right now. Okay, so the boo could either be hiding there or in the sort of wardrobe or cabinet. Oh, I think he switched. Okay. Yeah, boos are on a global timer. And I forget how long that timer is. I think it's like every 30 seconds or something. And once the timer hits 0, they'll switch hiding spots. Alright, so since we've reset, we're gonna get our fire refill. Alright, first try for Null. Now hopefully he can get this boo. And the glove. There we go. So they'll be doing this mirror warp, which is about, like, I don't know, it's either half a second or a second faster than taking the mirror warp. Alright, we're using our fire in the twins' room to find the twins hiding in these boxes. But because you found them, they just call you cheaters anyway. Casually speaking, you could have found the twins without using the vacuum, but they'll still call you cheaters anyway. It's really kind of funny just like finding that out the first time that I managed to find them. And they call you cheaters. It was just kind of funny. It's just like, what do you mean? I found you fair and square. Yeah, that Boo loves to just run away immediately. Alright, not looking good for Null on RNG with the twins. RNG's been looking pretty good for radio in terms of the Boo RNG. Alright, so this is another room where we can skip a cutscene here. And we're going to be heading into Clairvoya, the fortune teller, and we're going to be turning in all of our items. All of Mario's lost items, which is a 1.5 minute sequence of just button mashing a lot. So we're just going to be constantly button mashing through all of these text boxes here. I will mention that this is on Japanese, so the reason we do play it on Japanese is because this is the fastest version of the game. Because it has less text boxes, and there are a couple of... I think there's like an exclusive glitch with the hidden room mouse hole. So yeah, it only works on Japanese. Some advantages there are on English, because there's just less text boxes in like Area 1, for example, but in this part of the game, you know, you're going to be mashing through more text boxes than you would have on Japanese. But yeah, I mean, good showing overall for both runners. I mean, they're not that far apart, and Null is going to be hopefully he remembers to get that Boo from Mirror. Okay. Oh, unlucky. You kind of need to interact that drawer piece, that furniture, with your vacuum, since you could risk opening the door instead of interacting with the drawer. Alright, I think Null is on his 4th item right now. This should be his last one. So yeah, don't forget to get ice when you're going up to the attic here. Because we're going into Safari Room, and these are the blue blaze, and they have a water element that you need to freeze. And a cool trick you could do is that when right before they spawn, if you just spray their spawn with, you know, fire, ice, or water, it'll just get rid of it immediately when they spawn, so you don't have to watch the animation, or you can skip the animation of them getting burned. Alright, Noel is getting his Boo, so he'll be all caught up. Alright, so since Radio is not going to be doing this boss fight in sidestep mode, That just means later, when we do the blackout section, he'll be doing this. He'll be navigating through the mansion in normal step. We'll get to that after this fight with Colossus here. So Colossus has 15 boos. And we do want to try and get it in a fast one cycle. So the idea is that we're just gonna bring Colossus to one side. He will pop himself like so, and then when we grab this ice, we're gonna try and line these boos up when we reach the other side. Okay, I think that's not gonna make it, but oh, he gets it. All right. I wasn't sure if there was like another one somewhere else, so he managed to recover that one cycle. Very good. So I presume that Radio, when he goes into the blackout, he knows how to do the Pythagoras skip in the... what's it called? The parlor room? Yeah, I think it's the parlor. And when you do, and it's just a, you know, it's just a faster, you know, faster than going around the table. Since you'll be walking straight towards the door, but you have to do a scare skip with the Game Boy Horror. That's not really something that I've figured out how to do yet. I just don't understand what the button inputs are supposed to be to get it consistently. Alright, Null gets a cleaner one cycle than Radio there. Oh, never mind. He changed it to sidestep. I guess we're not getting that Pythagoras skip. Honestly, that doesn't really matter too much. What we really want is Grimly to cooperate and give us the Insta Grim. So he can show his heart early before we enter the wardrobe room. And as we enter the room, if his heart is showing, then we can instantly grab him. So yeah, when we're in the blackout here, we're trying to position Luigi's, flashlights to not spawn a ghost. Unfortunately, we lost a second there, but it didn't really seem to matter too much because Grimly wasn't showing his heart yet. But yeah, this is what happens in Blackout, a bunch of ghosts will spawn, and we just want to keep Luigi's direction facing the spawns of the ghosts so they cannot scare Luigi. Because each time a ghost scares Luigi, it'll lose a second. Is that the second time Radio spawned that hallway mouse? Or am I thinking of a different spawn? Alright, so maybe Radio might be going for the Breaker Boo one cycle. Ooh. This is the hardest one cycle to do because it requires you to do boo drags to do extra damage. But luckily, he gets the charge. And then he's going to be dragging this boo away from the wall every time he R-pumps to do at least 11 damage per pump, but he got away at 4 HP, unfortunately. There was just like one too many double cackles. So the only way he can, or well, not the only thing, but what we're looking to hopefully get is a bit of luck, where if the boo decides to move back into the breaker room, then it'll still save us a little bit of time. But it's very unlikely because he usually ends up going to the pipe room across the way. Yeah, the boo was not showing mercy today. Alright, he's making his way back up to the attic here. And he's going to be heading to the other side where they're to get the clockwork room, and he'll also be heading up to the roof to get a key. And that key, I believe, takes us to... Oh, it just takes... Yeah. Yeah, it takes you to the armory, which is on the other... Which is, like, across the way from the telephone room. So yeah, a lot of this game is going through the mansion, just collecting keys, boos, and, you know, that's just mostly from clearing the rooms that give you these progressive items. Some rooms that are optional, like the hidden room, are fast, so it just makes it the best for us in the route to get those boos. Alright, this has got to be the hardest double to get if he goes for it. It looks like he's going for it. Oh, and he gets them trapped. Oh, that was a clean one. That was a clean suck up there. Very good, well done. Alright, I think he's going to be burning all these ghosts. Some people that are, like, crazy at this game, they will go for, like, a 6-piece. So they kind of group them all up together by intentionally getting hit, or by, you know, walking into their hitbox. It'll change their AI. Instead of dancing around, they'll track Luigi and follow him. I don't know exactly how much time that saves over over burning them, but If I had to guess, it's probably like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh, getting shot in the by the cork. That's a oh, the hitbox was still there. Yeah, these are some really janky hitboxes from those toy soldiers. Because even though it already left the barrel, as it retracts back in, it'll still pop out and still hit you, regardless. Alright, looks like Noel's gonna be going for the burn. The Boston burn, I think it's called. Shoutouts to Boston Brew. Alright, this brew was not very nice to radio, so we're gonna try and get this one cycle in the middle of the room because this room is like a... This room severely lags, and so when the game lags, the R pumps that we do have to be a bit slower than the typical rate that we R pump for. So if you do it too fast, you're not doing as much damage. So I think Nola's going to be going for a 3-piece or a triple at the very end of these. Okay, better watch out for that banana. Yeah, if you could actually hit that banana as you're sucking up a ghost, it'll just get rid of it. Okay, he's playing it safe. Probably was too cautious about that setup there. Yeah, whenever those 3 ghosts have spawned, all you really have to do is just burn them again, and then they'll just kind of regroup. They'll get bunched up together so you can get the triple. Alright, so Radio here is in the pipe room. He's gonna get this boo to spawn, and hopefully... Alright, he gets the pipe room boo. So that was very fortunate. Null, the boo might escape Null in Armory because he double cackled once. Or he did? I thought he did. Maybe he didn't. Well, I was wrong on that. I was not perceptive enough. Okay. So yeah, here's the cold storage. It's very slippery in here. The boo might be hiding in those barrels on top right, but I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah. It's a good thing he got rid of those pearls, because they would have absolutely gotten in the way. And there's a chance if a boo gets away, he will go into the pipe room, and because you didn't clear pipe room, you can't really do damage to a boo in a dark room. It'll do like 1 hit per second or something. And and you cannot catch them. Even if they have like 1 or 0 HP, you cannot catch them in a dark room. So yeah, now that Radio has like 40 boos, he technically can beat the game. He just needs to get 1 more key to get to the final boss. And he will have cleared that room, and he will have skipped go into, or he will skip collecting the Van Gore Boo here. So that's just kind of like a risk you take when you're going for Breaker Boo. It's the hardest Boo in the game to one cycle, and if you can get it, you're saving like close around 8 seconds or so. And it's just, and you know, it's just kind of also worth it to go for if it as a backup in case he goes into Pipe Room. So yeah, when you're facing these ghosts, they will spawn in a triplets, from each painting, so generally they are pretty close to each other to go for, but in the case of the grabbers, especially the grabbers, sometimes that flashlight will just stun them, but the vacuum will not tether to all of the grabbers, and you run the risk of one of the grabbers grabbing you and then just losing your double. Oh no, okay. He almost let that bomber ghost get away. Alright, looks like he's getting a 56. Oh, 6? 7? Yeah, okay. 5608. So, I guess that means his time is going to be around a 58. It could be like a high 57 or a low 58. Alright, Null gets that triple of the purple punchers. He was actually standing in the right spot for those, to the left of the purple punchers. So when one of them is targeting, the other two will kind of group up. Oh, well that might have worked, but because they're flashing, he's flashing all of them, they're just gonna get flashed together instead of one of them getting flashed. Oh, is he going for the swag pickup? Oh, not quite. Yeah, you could actually play the cutscene and grab the sapphire in the cutscene. Alright, I don't think Null had any problems except for the grabber. Except for the one grabber, but, you know, it was overall not that bad. Now he just needs to get his last Boo here. This Boo has like 300 HP, so we will just get him in a 2 cycle. If possible. I mean, this Boo is not a lightweight. What I mean by that is that he moves really fast. So, he'll sometimes move up too high, and when Luigi tries to, you know, hit stun a Boo when he's too high like that, it'll do a double hit stun. Alright, I think Radio is doing the standard 2 cycle. Understandably, because this is probably the hardest boss to 1 cycle in the game. It's not easy to 2 cycle this Boo either. 249 is manageable. So long as you keep your position close to King Boo as you're sucking him, then you'll do the damage. GG's. Radio has won this match. And now we'll see if he wants to come in for interview. Yeah, still subbed 1. Oh, dude, Radio, you know what's funny? You actually beat my time today by 2 was it 2 seconds? No, actually no, we tied. Yeah, I got a 59.25. That's my final time. Hey.
Hello.
Good race, man.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a run for sure.
Yeah, man. So like, I was just noticing this, but I think you and I got the same time.
Oh, we both got 59.25.
Yeah. I did a match earlier today, and that was my final time.
That's sick. There was like 3 major mistakes, and then everything else was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you're gonna have to help me refresh my memory because I kind of forgot a lot of things.
Yeah, so I guess maybe 3 cycle Chauncey, if that's what it was. I missed the shot.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I lost Nanaboo, and I lost Breaker Boo.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it didn't seem like both of your guys' runs were that, different because, Noel also lost a Boo to Mirror Room. He's having to 3-cycle King Boo right now. Which is fine since he's going for the 3 fast cycle here. But yeah, I mean, you played pretty good overall.
Yeah, I'm content with it. Sometimes those big things are just gonna happen. And mid 102 for Noel.
Yeah. Well, I did notice that early on you both tried to go for the Chauncey 1 cycle, and yours, I'm not sure if it was too early but in the case for Noel, Noel tried and he actually timed it correctly, but his R pump was too slow.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, that really sucks when that happens.
Yeah. But I think overall you had like much better RNG than Noel did.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Because like when you were in area, you guys were both in area 2, you guys were not that far apart from each other, and then it was the RNG that helped you extend your lead.
Yeah, tech skip. And, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I sent Noel the invite so he can jump in if he wants.
Alright, sweet.
But, yeah, if there's like any other points you want to make, I guess...
I mean, if I didn't make those 3 major mistakes, would have gotten my first PB in 4 years, but that just...
Yeah.
That just means, hey, I'll...
Yeah, that is true. I mean, because like, yeah, you only go for the 1 cycle for Chauncey, right? You don't do...
Yeah, I don't go for 2 cycle. He's here.
Hey, Noel.
What's up? That was a fun run.
I know, you guys are probably both very rusty, but I think you guys did a good overall showing of the match.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm sorry. Radio, what's your PB?
57-32.
Okay, so we were both playing like 2 minutes off our PBs.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
if you saw the stream, but I missed the shot on Chauncey and I lost a minute.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
you
Yeah,
were
so
ahead of me for a bit.
yeah,
Oh,
so
I
like
honestly had no idea. I mean,
if it
I like to watch the stream, but I have it pulled down,
mm,
just to whenever the stream's on, like whoever's winning's audio is playing, and then I have to hear that audio over my audio, and so
Right.
I usually just keep it closed. Although I could just unmute it, or just mute it. I should have just done that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun just to see what's going on, just having it in the background.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
like you were about 4 seconds ahead of radio after area 1, but he kind of got his lead back after doing the 6-piece Shy Guys in the
Oh,
ballroom.
okay. Yeah.
And then yeah, so I remember you did miss that boo from the mirror room.
Yep.
Was there something else that happened?
What other funny things happened? I
Just trying to
did.
think. Yeah.
I mean, I did just like get hit by one of Bowser's balls,
Oh yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I ran over 3 times and tried to pick up the other one, and I kept undershooting how close I needed to get to it 3 times in a row, and it blew up on me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
that is such
pretty
a
tough.
And
I don't know
my
what's like the best backup for that, but yeah.
my fire ran out while I was getting the ghosts in the armory.
Oh no.
Oh, that's what happened.
That's
Yeah,
so stressful.
that was like a probably 20-second loss of time.
Yeah, he couldn't get the triple, so he had to go for singles.
Oh, okay.
It was more so that I went for the triple, and the red grabber ghost was just out of reach. And so I started sucking up the other two and then got grabbed.
Yeah, I didn't realize you ran out of fire at that moment. But oh yeah, I think I remember seeing the toy soldier still hitting you even though his cork retracted back in. It's like, okay, so the hitbox is still active even though it's already retracted inside the barrel.
Always a lesson to be learned.
Exactly.
Oh, that was weird. But
I'm sort of glad I wasn't really keeping I I was hoping, all right, I either get the 58 or I either get a 58 or I don't get the 59. That's my goal, because my sum of S now is a 57-19.
Oh yeah, dude, and when you get that one cycle Chauncey in a run, you're kind of set.
That's actually, I think that was my exact SOB before I got my first sub 1 too.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Well, is there any like final points you guys want to say before we head off?
No, I don't think so. I
Yeah,
guess before you head off, I want to confirm that was like the last of the losers bracket, so I don't have anybody else to face now, right? Or is there like a third
I think
losers?
so. I think yeah, it's just one winners, and if you lose in losers, then that's
Okay,
it.
yeah. Yep, that's it.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Was a good race.
Good race to both of you
A
guys.
good time.
Yeah, I guess we are doing losers round 2 this week, so we can go ahead and get those scheduled.
Alrighty.
Well,
I'm gonna peace out then. Thank you for interviewing.
Thanks for the race. Thanks for the interview. Thanks for commentating.
Of course.
Sure,
yeah,
absolutely. I will just say we have like 3 races tomorrow. I think one of them is from this winners bracket with Joven, and then 2 of them are going to be in the losers bracket.
That's going to be a good one to watch.
So yeah, I mean, these are going to be pretty late. So there's like 1 at 5, 1 at 8, and 1 at 10. So yeah, just follow all the speed gaming channels if you want to watch those. Oh.
All right. Thanks for watching. See ya.